Hello everyone, I hope your preparation is going really well. So in today's video, we are going to continue with our lesson number 7 of CA Foundation Law, which is our Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. So in the last lecture, we did some basic concepts of negotiable instrument. We understood what is negotiable instrument and we studied what are its features. So let's just quickly revise what we studied in the last session. So basically in the last session, we studied what do you mean by negotiable instrument. Negotiable instrument is a document which is negotiable. Negotiable means transferable. So any document which is easily transferable is your negotiable instrument. After that, we did features of negotiable instrument. So where we studied that it has to be in writing, it cannot be oral, it has to be signed by the maker. The person who's preparing the document has to sign that document. It should be freely transferable from one person to another. That's the meaning of negotiable. It should be free from defect, which means holder should have a valid and legal title of the document, and it can be transferred any number of times. It should be unconditional. There cannot be any condition on the negotiable instrument. The sum payable, time payee must be fixed. To whom you have to pay the money, time payable, amount, how much money, all these things have to be fixed, and it has to be delivered. You cannot draw an instrument and keep it with yourself. For example, check is a negotiable instrument. If I'm making a check and I'm keeping it with myself, it's not useful. I have to deliver it to the other person. So this much we did in the last session. So today we are going to study, in today's lecture we are going to study about what do you mean by promissory note, what do you mean by check, and what do you mean by bills of exchange. So all this topic we are going to do in our today's lecture. So please take out your ICAI study material, your notebook, your pen, pencil, highlighter, because we are going to cover your all of ICAI study material. So the today's topic that we are going to start is from promissory note. Promissory note, guys, remember in the last session we did this example of Shah Rukh Khan and this shopkeeper Rajnikant. Okay, now we will take the same example to understand the concept of promissory note. So basically in this chapter we have to study about three types of negotiable instrument: promissory note, bills of exchange, and check. And the first one is promissory note. Let's understand with the help of the same example that we did in the last session, so that it will be easy for you to understand. So let's say this is Shah Rukh Khan and this is a shopkeeper. He is selling some groceries and Shah Rukh Khan purchased some groceries worth rupees 10,000, or let's say worth rupees 6,900. So let's say Shah Rukh Khan purchased groceries worth rupees 6,900 from this particular shop. Now he has to make the payment. So he said to the shopkeeper that Anna, I don't have money. Illa. He said to the shopkeeper, Anna, I don't have money. Can I pay you next month? The shopkeeper said, I don't trust you whether you'll pay me or not. So now there comes a trust issue. So what Shah Rukh Khan did, in order to make the payment to the shopkeeper, he made a document, and in that document he write that I promise to pay Rajnikant a sum of rupees, a sum of rupees 6,100, and then he made his signature, Shah Rukh Khan. So now what is happening here, guys? He wrote something on a piece of paper, and in that piece of paper he wrote that he promised to pay a sum of rupees 6,900 to this particular shopkeeper, that is Rajnikant. Now guys, one thing please understand, that this piece of paper where a person promises, here you are not asking someone else to pay, you yourself are promising that I will pay. So here Shah Rukh Khan is making a promise that I will pay a sum of rupees 6,900 to Rajnikant. So this is known as promissory note. This is known as promissory note. Promissory note is a document through which a person promises to pay a certain sum of money to the payee or to the other person. Now guys, don't you think there should be this, we should have a law which should legalize this particular document? Otherwise who will accept a payment just by a piece of paper, right? So we need a law to legalize this particular document, which will give a legal validity to this document, so that if let's say Shah Rukh Khan don't pay the money 6,900, this particular bechara shopkeeper can go to the bank, he can show this document to the bank and he can get it encash from the bank, and later bank can recover the money from the Shah Rukh Khan. So please understand, in order to legalize such kind of document, this act came, Negotiable Instrument Act, which says that this promissory note is a legal document, and if by this document promissory note, Shah Rukh Khan is making a promise that I will pay a sum of rupees 6,900 and later he doesn't pay, then in that particular case, you can file a case against him. You can take a legal action against him because this is a legal document. This is a legal document through which a person promises to pay a certain sum of money. Are we clear with this? Now, the person who makes this document is known as drawer, or you can say payer, you can say, and the person on whose favor the document is made, that means the person who will receive the money, this person will be known as payee. This person is going to receive the money under the promissory note. Now guys, there is a proper law, Negotiable Instrument Act, which says that if a person is making promissory note, for example this, then it has to be stamped, it has to be signed, then only it will be valid properly. Payee name should be written here, amount should be written, date should be mentioned, 19th April, date should be written. The person who's making this document have to sign the document, and it has to be on the stamp paper, otherwise it will not be valid. Guys, stamp paper is a legal paper, it has to be on the stamp paper, then only it will be valid. For example, if I will show you how stamp paper is, if you'll simply Google, guys, these kind of papers are stamp papers. You can find it in the court or government office, which outside of the court there are government office where you can pay the money, and you can get the stamp paper. So stamp paper also a different value, like 50 rupees stamp paper, this is 100 rupees stamp paper, 500 rupees stamp paper. So it has to be in a stamp paper, it has to be in a legal document, then only it will be valid. See, this is a 50 rupees stamp paper. Okay, this is an example of a stamp paper. Now guys, now, so what is exactly promissory note? Simple. This document is a promissory note whereby a person promises to pay a certain sum of money to the other person. That's it. That's promissory note. Okay. And it has a legal value as per Negotiable Instrument Act, provided it is properly made and delivered. For example, it is properly signed by the maker. It is on the stamp paper. Are we clear with this? So here, if Shah Rukh Khan made a document through which he promises I'll pay 6,900 to this particular shopkeeper Rajnikant, then this document is a promissory note. Let's understand with the help of our bookish language and bookish material. Please come to your material. Page number 7.4. Please come to page number 7.4, promissory note. Now we are going to do the definition, guys. Definition you have to do properly. Definition may you can't do here and there. So the definition of promissory note says that a promissory note is an instrument in writing. First of all, instrument, guys. In each and every word is important. You cannot skip even a single word here. So every word is important here. What do you mean by promissory note? So promissory note is an instrument in writing. Of course, it cannot be oral. If Shah Rukh Khan is orally promising, oh bro, I'll pay you 6,000 next month, that's not a promissory note. It has to be in writing. It has to be in writing. Okay. So promissory note is an instrument in writing. Doesn't matter a bank, not being a bank note or currency note. Guys, here we are not talking about currency note. Currency note does not comes under promissory note. The note that you have in your pocket, in your wallet, that's not a promissory note. Okay. Now, it is an instrument in writing containing an unconditional undertaking. Now, undertaking means promise. Guys, what do you mean by undertaking? Undertaking means promise. Undertaking means promise. Now, guys, undertaking simply means, for example, if I say I undertake to pay you 6,000 rupees, which means I promise to pay you 6,000 rupees. Okay. And unconditional means you cannot put any condition here. If Rakhi Sawant get married again, then only I'll pay you 6,000. No, you cannot put any condition. It has to be unconditional. So when you make unconditional promise to pay, ki whatever happens doesn't matter, I'll pay you 6,000 rupees. That is a promissory note. But if you put a condition ki when Salman Khan will get married, then only I'll pay you 6,000. So this is not a promissory note because here you have put a condition. Okay, so promissory note is an unconditional undertaking which has to be signed by the maker. Signed by the maker means, in our example, Shah Rukh Khan made a promissory note, so he signed that promissory note. So it has to be signed by the maker. Now, for what? Are we promising to do something? No, we are promising to only pay money. First of all, guys, please, negotiable instrument only talks about apna sapna money, money. It only talks about money. So when you make a promise to pay money, that is a promissory note. So if I make you promise to teach you, that's not a promissory note because I'm promising to teach you. But if I'm promising you to pay, I'm promising to pay you 6,000 rupees, that's a promissory note. So it is to pay a certain sum of money. Now, here comes the important part of the definition. Listen very carefully. It has to be paid only to the order. To the order means the person whose name is mentioned in the promissory note. For example, in our example, Shah Rukh Khan made a promise to pay a certain sum of money to Rajnikant. So in our example, Rajnikant was the order. Rajnikant was the order. Order means the person whose name is mentioned who will receive the payment. So if we have specifically mentioned Shah Rukh Khan made a promissory note and said that I promise to pay 6,000 rupees to Rajnikant. So here Rajnikant is the order. Rajnikant is the order. Are we clear with this? So we can make promissory note payable to order, who can be a certain person, or to the bearer. Bearer means anyone. Bearer means anyone who's holding this instrument can demand the payment. So bearer instrument means where we don't write the name of the person, we simply say that bearer of this instrument will be entitled to sum of money. Bearer means a person who's holding the document. But you know what? Later on in this particular chapter, we'll study that a promissory note which is bearer is not valid. You are not allowed to make a bearer promissory note. You can only make a promissory note which is payable to order. You cannot make a promissory note which is payable to bearer. I'll give you one more example of bearer. So for example, if I'll take the example of currency note, let me bring any currency. Okay. Okay, so the same 100 rupees note, गरीब लोग हैं हमारे पास सिर्फ 100 rupees का नोट है, 500 का नहीं है. So let's take an example. This is a 100 rupees note, and if I that day I showed you, so if still here, if I have to show you what is written here, same we will repeat what's written here, guys. It's written that governor has written, I promise to pay to the bearer. Now bearer means here no one's name is written ki I promise to pay to Rajnikant sum of rupees 6,000, sum of rupees 100. No, we are not promising to pay to Rajnikant. If we mention the name of Rajnikant, that's payable to order. But here no one's name is mentioned. Here only it is only written I promise to pay to bearer a sum of rupees 100 rupees. What does it means? If you promise to pay to bearer a sum of rupees 100 rupees, means a person who's holding this 100 rupees can demand 100 rupees. A person who's holding this currency note. So currently it is in my possession. I am holding this 100 rupees, so I can demand the payment. That is known as payable to bearer. Payable to bearer means no one's name is written in the document. The person who is in possession of the document is the owner. Are we clear with this? But payable to order means the person whose name is written in the document, that is known as payable to order. Now, guys, let's take an example. Here, this is Shah Rukh Khan, and this is Shah Rukh Khan, okay? And this is the shop from which he is shopping. Guys, let's say this is a shop, okay? So, the shopkeeper name is Rajnikant. The shopkeeper name is Rajnikant. Now, guys, two scenarios we will understand. Scenario number 1 and scenario number 2. Shah Rukh Khan did some shopping from this shopkeeper Rajnikant, and he has to pay a sum of rupees 6,900. Now, let's say in the first case he says that I promise to pay 6,900 to Rajnikant. Now, this is known as promissory note payable to order. Are we clear with this? Now, however, in the other hand, scenario number 2, second case, if Shah Rukh Khan makes a promissory note, says that I promise to pay to the bearer of this instrument, to the bearer of this instrument, a sum of rupees 6,900. Now, this is known as promissory note which is payable to bearer, just like currency note. Just like currency note, ना इसमें किसी का नाम नहीं लिखा है, no one's name is mentioned here. Here it's simply written, governor is saying I promise to pay to the bearer a sum of rupees 100. Now guys, please understand, when you write the name of a particular person, that is known as order. Now here, this only Rajnikant can get money. No other person can get this 6,900 rupees through this promissory note. But if promissory note is payable to bearer, then anyone who's holding the promissory note can demand the payment. Now one more additional law. Later in this chapter, you are going to study that promissory note cannot be made payable to bearer. No one in India can make a promissory note which is payable to bearer. No, 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 not allowed. Why? Simply there is a lot of risk and cases of fraud. So that is why promissory note you can make only payable to order. You cannot make promissory note payable to bearer. So if let's say Shah Rukh Khan wants to make a promissory note, so he can only make a promissory note payable to order that I promise to pay to Rajnikant a sum of rupees 6,900. He cannot make a bearer promissory note, meaning he cannot say कि I promise to pay the bearer of this instrument or anyone a sum of rupees 6,900. Not allowed. It's not valid. In India, you cannot make a promissory note which is payable to bearer. But only two people in India can make a promissory note which is payable to bearer. One is RBI and Government of India. Why? Because let's repeat again. What did I say? Repeat again, madam. I said that in India, you are allowed to make promissory note only which is payable to order. You cannot make a promissory note which is payable to bearer. But ma'am, currency note works in India and it is payable to bearer. But guys, this particular thing, first of all, currency note does not comes under promissory notes. Secondly, currency notes are issued by RBI, Reserve Bank of India, and RBI कुछ भी कर सकती है. RBI can do anything. You cannot question RBI. So two exceptions are there. Only two people in India can make a promissory note which is payable to bearer, and that is RBI and government. So RBI can issue. Currency notes are issued by RBI and RBI are allowed. So only two people in India, RBI and central government, can make promissory note which is payable to bearer. Otherwise, that if you leave that exception, generally you cannot make a promissory note which is payable to bearer. You can only make a promissory note which is payable to order. I hope you all have understood this particular point. So with this, we are done with the definition of promissory note. Guys, you have to learn the definition of promissory note as it is. So promissory note is an instrument in writing which is containing an unconditional undertaking which is signed by the maker. It has to be signed by the person who's making it. In our example, Shah Rukh Khan, to pay a certain sum of money, in our example 6,900, either to the order, for example to Rajnikant, or to the bearer. To bearer means anyone. So definition mein to all the bearer is mentioned, but practically we will study that promissory note is not payable to bearer. Only RBI and central government can issue promissory note payable to bearer. What I have written this, you can write is only RBI and central government can issue promissory note which is payable to bearer. I hope this is crystal clear to all of you. For example, see here, one example is given here. Who has made this particular promissory note? Ram has signed here. Okay, so Ram has signed this promissory note, and Ram made this promissory note where he has written 3 months after date. 3 months after date means the date is 10 April. If you will 10 April 2022, if you will take 3 months from here, it will be 10 April, 10 May, June, July. So it will be 10 July 2022. That is on 10th July 2022. I promise to pay Sri Ramesh, who is the payee, or to his order. Or to his order means, we will come to that, the sum of rupees 10,000 rupees for value received. This is a very valid promissory note. Acha, who's making this promissory note? Ram. So imagine there is a person Ram here. So Ram made this promissory note and gave this to Ramesh, another person, where Ram promised to Ramesh ki after 3 months means today is 10th April, after 3 months on 10th July, I'll pay you a sum of rupees 10,000. How much? 10,000. Acha, I'll pay to you or to your order. To your order means, can Ramesh endorse this particular promissory note to someone else? Yes. So let's say if now Ramesh further endorsed this particular promissory note, transferred this to Suresh. So can Suresh also claim this 10,000 rupees under this promissory note? The answer is yes. So Ram agrees to pay either to Ramesh or to his order means if Ramesh transferred this instrument to someone else, and he is promising to pay that 10,000 money to someone else. Are we clear with this? Now it is dedicated to Ramesh and it is properly signed, dated, and the amount is mentioned. So this is an example of promissory note. Now, how many parties are there in promissory note? Very easy. There are two parties in promissory note. One is maker, another is payee. One is maker, another is payee. Now, what do you mean by maker and payee? In our example, in that shopkeeper wala example, it was very clear. You can very easily understand and you can tell who is maker, who is payee. Maker is the person who is making the promissory note and who is promising, who is making a promise to pay the money. In our example, Shah Rukh Khan is making the promise to pay a sum of rupees 6,900. So Shah Rukh Khan is the maker, and this particular shopkeeper Rajnikant, he is receiving the payment. He is going to receive the payment, so he will be known as what? Pay. Are we clear with this? So there are only two parties in the promissory note. First one is maker. Maker means a person who makes the promise to pay, and he is a debtor. He must sign the instrument. Of course, without your signature, it will not be valid. If I am promising that I'll pay you 6,000 rupees, it has to be signed by me. If I'll sign it, then only it will be valid. Okay, and he is the debtor. Debtor means a person who has to make the payment. Secondly, pay. Pay is the person to whom the amount is payable. To whom the amount is payable means a person who receives the payment. For in our example, this shopkeeper Rajnikant is the payee and this Shah Rukh Khan is the maker of the promissory note. I hope this is clear to you all. So what we understood about promissory note, we understood the basic concept of promissory note till now. We did the meaning of promissory note, example, sample of promissory note we did, and after that parties of promissory note we also did. Now the next topic is your essentials of promissory note. Just give me a second. Okay, so now we have to do the characteristics of promissory note. We have already understood what do you mean by promissory note and the definition and the parties. Now, very quickly come to the characteristics of promissory note. Keep on underlining and highlighting whatever we are studying, guys. First of all, it has to be in writing. We already know oral promise to pay is not sufficient. That is not enforceable by law. It has to be in writing. Secondly, there should be promise to pay. Promise means it should be unconditional. Promise, pinky promise means first of all I am acknowledging ki yes, I have to pay you rupees 6,000. Secondly, I am making a promise ki okay, on this particular date I'll pay you rupees 6,000. So for example, in this particular example, Shah Rukh Khan bought some groceries worth rupees 6,900. So first of all, he acknowledged, oh yes, I have to pay you rupees 6,900, and then he made a written note where he made a promise, I'll pay you this much rupees after 3 months or on this particular date. Then that is a promissory note. So secondly, there should be an express promise to pay. Mere acknowledgement of debt is not sufficient. For example, first case, if Shah Rukh Khan say, oh yes, I owe you rupees 6,900, is that a promissory note? No. If Shah Rukh Khan simply says, I owe you rupees 6,900, that's not a promissory note. He has to make a promise to pay. So mere acknowledgement of debt, debt. Mere acknowledgement of debt means, oh, I am agreeing, yeah, I have to pay you this much rupees. That's not sufficient. I will make an explicit promise ki I promise I'll pay you this much rupees on this date. That's a promissory note. So there should be an express promise to pay. Mere acknowledgement of debt is not sufficient. Okay. So for example, I acknowledge myself to be indebted to Mr. B rupees 1,000 to be paid on demand, value received. So guys, यहाँ पर here first of all you acknowledge, you said ki oh yeah, I have to pay you rupees 1,000, and then we made a promise ki it will be paid on demand. On demand means whenever you will come and ask me, I'll pay you. So here we are making a promise ki it will be paid to you whenever you make the demand. So this is a valid promissory note because you are making a promise to pay. Secondly, Mr. B says that I owe you rupees 1,000. Here if I am simply saying, oh, I owe you rupees 1,000, I have to pay you 1,000. This is not a promissory note unless and until I make a promise to pay. I promise you to pay 1,000 rupees on this date or on demand. So here if I simply says I owe you 1,000 rupees, that's not a promissory note. Third point, what are we doing? We are doing features of promissory note. Achha. Let's do the small points first, which is easy to do. Second thing, guys, stamping. It has to be stamped. I told you promissory note has to be on the stamp paper. promissory note has to be on the stamp paper, otherwise it will not be valid. Like if in simple normal A4 size white paper, if you'll write a promise to pay, that's not a valid promissory note. It will be enforceable only if it is written on a stamp paper. Guys, I already showed you what is stamp paper. Google may I just showed you, na, this is an example of the stamp paper. For example, this is an example of a stamp paper. This, so it has to be on the stamp paper. And guys, depending upon the state, depending upon the amount that you're paying, different adequate value stamp paper you have to take. For example, in some cases you have to take 50 rupees stamp paper, 100 rupees stamp paper, 500 rupees stamp paper, depending upon the transaction. So make sure that your promissory note is properly stamped, and such stamp must be duly cancelled by the signature or initials. Guys, in this stamp paper I showed you now, this stamp has to be cancelled so that we will not reuse it. It has to be cancelled by either signing or by writing the initial. For example, my name is Ishika. Simply by writing IA, I can cancel the stamp paper. So first of all, your promissory note should be properly stamped. It should be on the stamp paper. Secondly, it should be duly cancelled by your writing your signature on the stamp paper. Now you have to cancel it by putting your signature or your initials. That's about stamping. The second last point about features is the pay and maker must be certain and different person. Now, I cannot make a promissory note where I promise to pay myself a sum of rupees 1000. No, here one point is written that maker and pay has to be different person. For example, if Shah Rukh Khan is making a promissory note and he is writing, I promise to pay myself a sum of rupees 10,000, that's not a valid promissory note. Why? Because there should be minimum two parties now. There should be minimum two parties. So if you're making promise to pay yourself a sum of rupees 10,000, how can it be promissory note? There is only one party. So we are saying that maker and pay must be certain. Certain means identified. Okay, Shah Rukh Khan is the maker and Rajinikanth is the pay. So they should be certain, definite and different persons. Same person cannot be maker and pay both. Secondly, promissory note cannot be made payable to bearer. Remember, I told you when we were discussing promissory note are two types. Every negotiable instrument are two types: payable to order and payable to bearer. Payable to order means the person's name is mentioned, and payable to bearer means anyone who's holding the document can demand the payment. Remember, I told you that in India, promissory note payable to bearer is not allowed. You can make a promissory note which is payable on demand, but you cannot make a promissory note which is payable to bearer. Only two exceptions are there. Only RBI and central government can make negotiable sorry, I repeat myself. Only RBI and central government can make a promissory note which is payable to bearer. I hope this point is pretty clear. We have discussed this point earlier also. So this is the second last point where we are saying that promissory note cannot be made payable to bearer. Only and only RBI and central government can issue promissory note which is payable to bearer. I hope that this point is crystal clear to all of you. Now the second last point, it should be regarding a payment of certain sum. Certain sum means, for example, if I promise you, I'll teach you. That's not a promissory note. If I promise you pay a money, and that to a certain sum, certain. What do you mean by certain? Certain means fixed. Fixed. I promise to pay you 10,000 rupees. So that's a valid promissory note. But let's say if in a document I am writing, I promise to pay you some money on 10th March, May 2025. Is this a valid promissory note? Yes or no? Is you tell by yourself, you apply your common sense and you tell whether this is a valid promissory note or not. Yes, you are correct. This is not a valid promissory note because the amount is not fixed now. Amount is what is this? I have written I promise to pay you some money. Now what is some? 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 100 rupees, 10,000 rupees, 1 lakh rupees, 1 crore rupees. How much now? Please mention an amount at least. Are you understanding? So that amount which is mentioned in the promissory note should be certain. Certain means fixed. It should not be vague. It should not be confusing. For example, some money is confusing now. Some matlab how much? Okay, are you understanding? So here law says that there should be a promise to pay a certain sum. Let's understand this with the help of example. I promise to pay you 500 rupees. That's a valid thing, 500 rupees. And all other sum that is payable. Now here this is not a valid promissory note. Why? Because what I have written, read this carefully. I promise to pay you 500 rupees and all other sum which is due. Now, what is other sum? How much is other sum? Can you tell me? What do you mean by this other sum? Other sum matlab 10 rupees, 100 rupees, 200 rupees, 500 rupees, 10,000. How much? Fixed amount is not mentioned. So this is not a valid promissory note, because here it is written, I promise to pay you 500 and all other sum. So other sum is too confusing, now vague. So this is not a valid promissory note. But sometimes the language of promissory note is such that the amount payable can be easily ascertained, then promissory note will be valid. So what are we saying? That if amount is not certain, but it is capable of being certain, you can ascertain it, in that case it will be valid. For example, I'll tell you, I promise to pay you. If it is mentioned in the promissory note, let's say this is a promissory note, and here it is mentioned, I promise to pay you, I promise to pay you a sum of rupees 10,000 along with interest of 1 year at the rate 12%. Now, here the amount is not certain, but it is capable of being certain. What I promised I'll pay you 10,000 plus interest. Now, how much interest not mentioned, but rate is mentioned. Interest rate is mentioned. Please understand carefully. I made a promissory note where I wrote, I promise to pay you 10,000 rupees along with interest of 1 year at the rate 12%. So here interest is not certain, but it is capable of being certain. You can calculate it. Can you calculate? Do you know how to calculate 12%? Of course, yes, ma'am. We have done technical maths. So 10,000 ka, how much will be 12%? 1200. Are you understanding? So simply I'll pay 10,000 plus 1200. It's very easy to calculate. Simply 1 year ka calculate 12%. Are you understanding? So 10,000 ka 12% will be 1200. So how much I'll pay you? 10,000 plus 1200, that is 10,000 1200. Matlab 11,200. Sorry. Okay. Are we clear with this? Are you understanding? So is this a valid promissory note? Yes, this is a valid promissory note. I hope you all have understood. So where the amount is either certain or capable of being certain, then the promissory note is valid. So example, I promise to pay you 500 along with the simple interest of 12% per annum. So this is a valid promissory note. This is a valid promissory note. So we are done with how many points? Point number F, point number G, and point number H. We are done with the, what are we doing, guys? We are doing the characteristics or features of a promissory note. Okay, so the three more features are left. The next one is, it should be regarding money only. This we already know. If I promise to do a task, that is not a promissory note. Only if I promise to pay money, then only it's a promissory note. It should be regarding money only. Regarding money only. For example, if I promise to pay you 500 rupees and to deliver you a black horse on 1st January, it is not a promissory note, because delivering of a black horse is not money. If I make a document, through that document I promise to pay you black horse, I promise to give you black horse, is this a promissory note? The answer is no, this is not a promissory note, because I'm promising to give you black horse. Black horse is not money. We want cash. Cash chahiye, mujhe cash chahiye. मुझे कैश चाहिए. Promissory note is simply saying it should be regarding money. I hope it is crystal clear. The next point is, a promissory note must be signed by the maker. Without signing, ऐसे तो anyone can make ना. So let's say randomly some Ramesh made a promissory note on my name ki Ishika promises to pay 10,000 to Ramesh. Who is Ramesh? I never made that promissory note. There is not my signature in that document. Are you understanding? So without signature, how can you can make a document valid? So it should be signed by the maker. For example, if I am promising to pay you 10,000 rupees, then it should have my signature. I will put a signature. It will be valid only if it is signed by the maker. Otherwise, it is incomplete and ineffective. Ineffective means invalid in that particular case. Guys, we are done with all the characteristics of promissory note except for one last, which is a little technical. That's why we'll do it at last. So now, guys, everyone, pin drop silence and full focus to the camera. WhatsApp band karo WhatsApp. Band karo WhatsApp. Okay, now look here. This is a little technical. Guys, next point says that your promise to pay should be definite and unconditional. Definite means full and final. Unconditional means without any condition. So if I am saying, I promise to pay you 10,000 when Shah Rukh Khan will marry. Sorry, when Salman Khan will marry. So this is not a valid promissory note because here you're putting a condition. It should be unconditional. Unconditional means no condition should be there. Now, therefore, instruments payable on performance or non-performance of particular act or on happening or non-happening of event are not promissory notes. So, for example, if you're drawing a instrument which is dependent on performance or non-performance of an act. For example, I'll pay you money only if Salman Khan marries or only if Salman Khan does not marry, then this is not a promissory note. So, if you make an instrument which is payable on performance of act, for example, performance means if Shah Rukh Khan marries, Salman Khan marries. Non-performance of act, for example, I'll pay you 10,000 if Salman Khan will never marry. So this is not a promissory note, which is payable on performance or non-performance or happening or non-happening of event. Let's say if today it rains, then I'll pay you 10,000. If today it does not rain, I will not pay you 10,000 rupees. This is not a promissory note where it is dependent on happening or non-happening of event. Simply means in one word, it should be unconditional. But one exception is there. One exception is there. It you can put condition which is bound to happen or which is a universal truth. For example, today sunset is bound to happen. Can you do something that today sunset will not happen? No, sunset sun is not your father that you will say today sun don't set and sun will not set. No, sunset is bound to happen, right? So if I make a condition ki today when sunset will happen, then I will pay you 10,000 rupees. So this is a valid promissory note. Why? Because the condition that I put is bound to happen. Sunset is anyway happening. Are you understanding? So where you make a promise to pay subject to such a condition which is bound to happen, which will anyway happen, then it's a valid promissory note. For example, I promise to pay you 10,000 rupees on the 1st of April. Now, 1st of April to on 1st of April 2026. Now, of course, 1st of April 2026 will come. It is bound to happen. Is this a valid promissory note? Yes. For example, I promise to pay you 10,000 when let's take an example from this. Here, second example. See the second example. Very nice example. I promise to pay B 500 on D's death. Now, death is about bound to happen. If someone is, every human being is bound to die. Are you someone who is Amar, who will never die? No, right? Every person will some or other day die. So, D's death, someday it will happen. Of course, someday D will die. So, it is bound to happen. So, if you make a promise, कि I will pay you 10,000 rupees on D's death, कि when D will die, then I'll pay you. So, this is a valid promissory note because D's death will happen. Now, he is not Amar. He is not uh, someone who will live forever. Some or other day he will die. This is bound to happen. So, this is a valid promissory note. So, as the death of D is certain, so this is a valid promissory note. However, let's see other example. If I promise to pay you 500 after C will marry, now I promise to pay you 500 if C will marry. This is not a valid promissory note because we don't know na C will marry or not. C might marry, C might not marry. So this is not a valid promissory note. So here one exception is given ki if you're making a promise to pay on a condition which is bound to happen, then it's a valid promissory note. One more example, I promise to pay B a sum of rupees 500 on D's death provided that D leaves me enough money. Now this is not a valid promissory note. Why? Because you have put two conditions. I'll pay you 500 only if D will die and only if he will leave me a sufficient money. Now we don't know now whether he will leave you sufficient money or not. So this is not bound to happen. So that's why in this particular case this is not a valid promissory note because we will say that this is conditional. I hope you all have understood this, and with this we are done with all the essential characteristics of promissory note. So promissory note means where a one person promises to pay a certain sum of money on a certain date to the other person, to the order. That is known as promissory note. The person who makes the promissory note is known as maker, and the person to whom it is payable, the money is payable, is known as payee. And a promissory note should always be payable to order. It cannot be payable to bearer. I hope you all have understood this particular topic and all the characteristics of promissory note. Guys, promissory note can be either payable on demand or on time. On time means where I say one thing you can write ki promissory note can be payable on demand also and or on time also. Now, on demand means ki whenever you will ask me to pay, I will pay. That is on demand. On time means where we give a particular time limit ki after 3 months I'll pay. So let's say if I'm saying I'll pay you 10,000 after 3 months, that is known as payable on time. If I'm saying ki I'll pay you 10,000 rupees whenever you will come to ask me for money, whenever you will demand, that's known as payable on demand. So promissory note can be payable on demand or payable on time. Both is okay. And with this, we are done with the topic of promissory note. Please let me know everyone whether you understood this particular topic or not. Okay, everyone, we are done with promissory note. And the next topic that we have to do is bills of exchange and check. Let's do bills of exchange. If not possible to do check in this lecture, this particular video, we can do check in the next video also. But let's do bills of exchange because these two topics are similar. So the check is also similar, but okay. Now come to the second topic, that is bills of exchange. Bills of exchange. Bills of exchange. Okay, guys. Now, what is the difference between promissory note and bill of exchange? We will understand with the same example of Shah Rukh Khan and Rajnikant. So, what happened earlier? In our example, there was a person called Shah Rukh Khan and there is a shopkeeper Rajnikant, or let's say Ramesh. Okay, and this is Shah Rukh Khan. Okay, so this is Shah Rukh Khan and this is Ramesh. Earlier, what happened? Shah Rukh Khan purchased grocery worth rupees 6,900, and then Shah Rukh Khan made a document where he said, "I promise to pay Ramesh a sum of rupees 6,900." That was a promissory note. So he purchased some goods worth rupees 6,900, and Shah Rukh Khan made a document. So he made a promise ki I promise to pay you 6,900 rupees. So I promise to pay Ramesh 6,900 rupees. That was a promissory note. If you will notice carefully, in a promissory note, you are making a promise to pay. You are making an undertaking to pay. And there were two parties only. One was maker. Maker means a person who's making the promissory note, and another was pay. Pay means the person who will receive the money. Now let's understand what do you mean by bills of exchange. You can call it bills receivable, bills payable, whatever you want to say, but you have done accounting also in your PU, in your accounts. You have done accounting of bills of exchange. So you should understand this very nicely and very early. Guys, please understand. Let's say here Shah Rukh Khan went to this shop, said, Anna, give me some grocery. And he purchased grocery from this shop worth rupees 6,900 rupees. Okay, so he purchased grocery from the shop worth rupees 6,900. Now, Ramesh, this shopkeeper, asked for payment. Ki, Anna, payment. So Shah Rukh Khan said, Illa, I don't have money. I can't pay now. I'll pay you next month. So this shopkeeper is like, I don't trust you whether next month you will come to pay or not. So this, in this particular case, what this Ramesh did, this Ramesh made a document. This Ramesh made a document where he said, ki I order Shah Rukh Khan to pay 6,900 to Ramesh after 3 months. Now here, notice the difference, guys. Notice the difference. Here, Ramesh is making an instrument where he's saying, I order Shah Rukh Khan to pay 6,900 rupees to Ramesh after 6 months. And he gave this document to Shah Rukh Khan and asked him to accept it. So Ramesh said, Okay, I made this instrument where I'm ordering you to pay 6,900, sign it, accept it that you will pay 6,900. So here Ramesh gave this document to Shahrukh Khan. So this document came to Shahrukh Khan and he accepted it. Shahrukh Khan then accepted it. Accepted means he put a signature. Shahrukh Khan, he also put his signature. Ki, okay, yes, I am ready to pay. I accept this order. I'm ready to pay 6,900. Now, this document is known as bills of exchange. Are we clear with this? This document is known as bills of exchange. Now, what is the difference between promissory note and bills of exchange? The difference is that in promissory note, the person who has to pay the money, he makes a promise ki I promise to pay. But bills of exchange is an order to pay. Promissory note was a promise to pay, but bills of exchange is an order ki I order you to pay this much money. So it is an order to pay. Are we clear with this? So there is a difference in intent. Although both are talking about payment of money. In promissory note also Shahrukh Khan was paying 6,900 to shopkeeper, and in this bills of exchange also Shahrukh Khan is paying 6,900 to shopkeeper. So both are intent wise same, but the wording is different. There it was used as a promise because I am promising to pay you. In this bills of exchange, you are ordering me to pay you 6,900 rupees. That's the difference. So in this particular bills of exchange means where it is an order to pay. Secondly, the second major difference between promissory note and bills of exchange is that in promissory note there were two parties only: the person who makes the promissory note and the person who has to receive the money. That means maker and pay. But in case of bills of exchange, you will say, ma'am, here also two parties are there only. But I will say, no, there are not two parties, there are three parties. Although in this case, you will see there are two parties only, but generally in bills of exchange, there are three parties. We will understand how. See, first of all, who is making this bills of exchange? You tell me. In this example, Ramesh example, Shahrukh Khan example, you tell me who made this bills of exchange. Ramesh, right? So Ramesh is known as drawer. Drawer means a person who makes the bill of exchange. Now, who accepted the bills of exchange? Who accepted ki I promise to pay. Sorry, I take the order to pay. Who is accepting the bill of exchange? Yes, Shahrukh Khan, right? So he is known as drawee. So here the person who makes the bills of exchange is known as drawer, and the person who accepts the bills of exchange is known as drawee. Now you'll say, ma'am, two parties are there only. There is one more party. There is one more party called payee. Payee means the person who will get the money. In this example, who will get the money? In this example, who will get the money? Yes, your answer is correct, Ramesh. Because here it is said that I order Shahrukh Khan to pay 6,900 to Ramesh. So who's the payee? Ramesh. So here Ramesh is drawer also and Ramesh is payee also. So technically three parties are there, but is it possible that one person can be both drawer also, payee also? Yes, the one person can be play double role. It's like Ramesh is playing double role here because he is drawer also and he is payee also. Why drawer? Because he made the bills of exchange, so that was he was drawer. The person who makes the bill of exchange is a drawer. So he made the bill of exchange, so he's a drawer. And he will only get the payment. Who will get the payment? He will only get the money. He will only get the 6,900 rupees, so he is the payee also. Are you understanding? However, in some cases, this person might be different. For example, if Ramesh wants to give this 6,900 rupees to his son Suresh, Ramesh wants to give this 6,900 rupees to his son Suresh. So let's say he made a promissory note where he said that I order Shahrukh Khan to pay 6,900 rupees to Suresh. I'm really sorry, my sh and sir is thoda bhaska hua. So let's say here Ramesh made a promissory, sorry, I repeat again. Here Ramesh made a bill of exchange where he said, I order Shahrukh Khan to pay 6,900 rupees to Suresh. Now in this particular case, who made the bill of exchange? Ramesh, the shopkeeper Ramesh. He made the bill of exchange, so he is the drawer. Who accepted the bill of exchange? Shah Rukh Khan. He accepted ki okay, I'll pay. Okay, I'll pay. So he accepted the bill of exchange. So is the drawee. Now the question is, who will receive the payment? Ramesh will not receive the payment here. In this case, Suresh will receive the payment. So here in this case, third person who is known as Suresh. Suresh is the pay. Suresh is the pay. So there is another person called pay, and that's why in a bill of exchange there are three parties: drawer, drawee, and pay. Drawer, drawee, and pay. But in case of promissory note, there were only two parties: the person who is the maker, who is promising to pay, the person who's promising to pay, and the person who's getting paid, who's entitled to receive the payment, is known as pay. So there are only two parties in case of promissory note, but in case of bills of exchange there are three parties, guys. Who are those three parties? In case of bills of exchange, there is one person called drawer. Drawer means a person who makes the bill of exchange. There is a person called drawee. Drawee means who accepts the bills of exchange. Accept means I accept to pay. And third is pay. Pay means a person who will get the payment, who will receive the money, who will receive the payment. Now guys, it might be possible in some cases drawer and pay is the same person, drawee and pay is the same person. So it might be possible that one person is playing double role, that one person is both drawer also, pay also. It might be possible, but they can be different people also. So can they be all three different people? Yes. Ramesh is drawer, Shah Rukh Khan is drawee, and Suresh is pay. Is it fine? Yes, it's fine. So one person can play double role also, or all of them can be different person also. So this is the concept of bills of exchange. I hope this is clear to you all. Now guys, can bill of exchange be order and bearer? The answer is yes. Bills of exchange can be order instrument also, and it can be bearer instrument also. But remember what we studied in promissory note. Promissory note can be only order instrument. Promissory note cannot be bearer instrument except for RBI and central government. Guys, if you remember. Guys, promissory note we have already done. If you remember, we have already studied ki promissory note can be only order instrument. It cannot be bearer instrument except for RBI and central government. Only RBI and central government can make a promissory note which is payable to bearer. Now if we talk about bills of exchange, guys, there is no such restriction in bills of exchange. Bills of exchange can be payable to order also, or can be payable to bearer also. So it can be payable to order, or it can be payable to bearer. Now please come to the definition of bill of exchange. So before definition, should we do the this? We can do the difference between first, because just now we have done the comparison of promissory note and bills of exchange now. So first we can do the difference between promissory note and bills of exchange. Please come to page number 7.9. Please come to page number 7.9. We can do here the difference between the promissory note and the bills of exchange. So what is written here? Promissory note is an instrument in writing. Just the definition is given, which is an unconditional undertaking to pay. Now guys, undertaking means promise. So in promissory note, you are promising ki you will pay a sum of rupees this much to the other person. So it's an unconditional undertaking to pay. Guys, this is nothing but the definition is given, and the definition of both promissory note and bill of exchange we have already done. Here it is written that bill of exchange is an instrument in writing which is an unconditional order to pay. So guys, please understand, this is a promise to pay, and this is an order to pay. In promissory note, I am promising, I promise to pay 6,000 rupees. Bills of exchange mein, you are ordering me, I order you to pay 6,900. So this is the definition which we have done. Next is nature. Nature, promissory note is making a promise to pay. In bills of exchange, you are making an order to pay. The difference is promise and order. Secondly, in promissory note, there are two parties. We have done maker and pay. But in bills of exchange, there are three parties: drawer, drawee, and pay. We will do this in detail. And second last, promissory note does not require acceptance, but bill of exchange require acceptance by common sense. You can guess it by yourself. In promissory note, imagine in our example, there was Shah Rukh Khan. Yes. And there was a shopkeeper Ramesh. Let's say this is the shopkeeper Ramesh. Okay. So in the first case, promissory note, Shah Rukh Khan made a promissory note where he made a promise to pay 6,900. He already made his signature. Now, do you need acceptance from this particular other person? You don't need acceptance from Ramesh. You don't need acceptance from pay. Why? Because the person who has to pay already made a promise of who has to pay. Sorry, Shah Rukh Khan has to pay, right? So he already made a promise. I promised to pay this much money, and he already signed. So there's no need of acceptance. But in case of bills of exchange, who makes bills of exchange? Ramesh here. Let's say Ramesh made a bill of exchange where he ordered. I order Shah Rukh Khan to pay 6,000 to this person. Now here you are ordering someone else to pay. Don't you think you need their acceptance? For example, here Ramesh is ordering Shah Rukh Khan ki, "Hey Shah Rukh Khan, I order you to pay 6,000 rupees." Now, don't you think this will be valid only if Shah Rukh Khan accept it? What if Shah Rukh Khan don't accept it? Will he be liable to pay? Of course not. The bill of exchange has to be accepted by the person who has to pay the money. If Ramesh made a bill of exchange where he's ordering Shah Rukh Khan, Ramesh, who is Ramesh? Ramesh is ordering Shah Rukh Khan. Hey Shah Rukh Khan, I order you to pay this much rupees. Then that has to be accepted by Shah Rukh Khan. Okay, I accept it. I will pay this much rupees. So that's why bill of exchange, because it's an order to pay, that's why it has to be accepted by the payer, the person who will pay. Are we known as okay? So here promissory note does not require acceptance, but bills of exchange need the acceptance from the drawee. And the last point of difference between a promissory note and bill of exchange is, we are done with 4 points, and the last point is payable to bearer, which we have already done. Guys, promissory note cannot be payable to bearer, but bills of exchange can be either payable to order or payable to bearer. So bills of exchange can be drawn payable to bearer, only it cannot be made payable to bearer on demand. What does this mean? Oh my god, really sorry. I will tell you what does this mean. I have written somewhere, but where? Just a second. Hmm. Here I have written. I'll just copy paste. Copy and paste. Okay. Okay. Quickly come to this point. Guys, this will come again. That time I'll not discuss. It is a little technical. Put your phone aside. Put your phone aside. Acha, if you're watching the lecture on the phone, then don't put it aside because you're watching on phone. Okay. Come here. I want you to be attentive because this is a little technical, a little technical, a little technical. Please, everyone, be focused for 2 minutes. Let's say this is a bills of exchange. Now, can we make bills of exchange payable to order? Yes. Can we make bills of exchange payable to bearer? The answer is yes. So, if this is the bills of exchange, can we make bills of exchange payable to order? Yes. Can we make bills of exchange payable to bearer? Yes. Unlike promissory note. So, it can be payable to bearer also, it can be payable to order also. But every type of bills of exchange is either payable on time or payable on demand. For example, if I say I order Rajnikant to pay 6,900 rupees whenever I'll demand, then that is payable on demand. Payable on time means I order Shah Rukh Khan to pay 6,900 rupees after 3 months. That is payable on time. Time means a particular timeline is given. Demand means time limit is not given. Whenever I'll demand, you have to pay. That's on demand. So, can you make bills of exchange which is payable to order, which is payable on time? The answer is yes. Can you make a bills of exchange which is payable to order, which is payable on demand? The answer is yes. Can you make a bills of exchange which is payable to bearer on time? The answer is yes. But can you make a bill of exchange which is payable to bearer on demand? The answer is no. Payable to order. Acha, wait, I'll make it a little more clear. I'll make it a little more clear. Payable to order and payable to bearer I hope you are understanding this point. It's a little technical, but I hope you are understanding. Payable to order and payable to bearer, on time, on demand, on time, on demand. The point is, can you make a bill of exchange which is payable to bearer? Yes, but there's only one restriction. You cannot make bill of exchange which is payable to bearer on demand. On demand matlab time we don't know when we have to pay. Bearer means person also we don't know to whom we have to pay. So it's not like we don't know the person also, we don't know time also. Don't you think ऐसे तो fraud can happen ना? Anyone कहीं से भी कोई भी मुंह उठा के आ रहा है पैसा दे कास्कोडू, तो we cannot give money, right? Payable to bearer on demand matlab understand, bearer matlab person also we don't know to whom we have to pay. Demand means time also we don't know when we have to pay. So that is not allowed. But can you make a bill of exchange which is payable to bearer on time? The answer is yes. But you cannot make a bill of exchange which is payable to bearer on demand. I hope this is clear to you all. So your one point is given कि bill of exchange we can make payable to bearer, but it cannot be made payable to bearer on demand. I hope this point is of difference between is still clear to all of you. And with this, we are done with a difference between a promissory note and a bill of exchange. Now, very quickly, we will do this definition of bill of exchange and features and parties. With this, we will be done with today's lecture. So today we'll complete our bill of exchange topic. Tomorrow we will do the check and other topics. Okay. So please come here. What do you mean by bill of exchange? So bill of exchange is an instrument. A bill of exchange is an instrument in writing. First of all, again, instrument means document in writing, where it is an unconditional order. If you will notice, promissory note में the word was it is an unconditional promise, but here it's an unconditional order and signed